Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I'm back again to talk about all the crazy things happening in Amberlynn Reed's world today. And by that, I mean, we got a few things to talk about. One, she posted yet another mukbang, which just really hones back to the time that she said that she would only do mukbangs if she was really hurting for money, which I don't know if she regrets saying that now. But she did post another one. It's pizza and plantain chips, and I had a few people request. Let me correct that. It was highly requested that I react to it, so we're going to. But also she's been busy on her community tab posts, following up on her very true, totally believable FBI agent story with hard-hitting proof of why it's real, and also this weird post on Instagram that we're going to talk about as well. But before we get to all of that, I want to thank today's sponsor, adamandeve.com. As you all know, Adam and Eve has been very kind to sponsor many a video of the Zachary mics, and I really appreciate it. It's a great place if y'all are looking for something for you and your partner, for you and yourself, any type of like adult situation moment type of deal, if you know what I'm saying. You know, if you want to have a good time with yourself, with a partner, with a group of friends, adamandeve.com has it. They have it all. So if you want 50% off of your first item plus free shipping in Canada and the US, although some exclusions do apply, make sure to use my code Zachary at adamandeve.com to make that happen. Adamandeve.com has 24/7 customer service and 90-day no-hassle returns. So if you get something you don't like from the old adamandeve.com, they said, just send it back. Just send it back, bestie. They also use 20% of their profits to fight the spread of HIV across the globe. So once again, if you want, use my code Zachary at adamandeve.com for 50% off your first item plus free shipping in the US and Canada. Thank you so much to adamandeve.com for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into the tea. So after her video where she told this like long story about this FBI, whoever, whatever, you know, I reacted to that video. And I also did a little parody moment where I ate my own noodle dish and talked about my real, very true, very real, not fake at all story about interacting with the FBI. All of that happened. She posted all of that. And then I think this was like, what, maybe a day ago? I think this was maybe Saturday. I'm filming this on Sunday. I don't know if that's all confusing. When I'm trying to be up to date, I'm like, do I need to tell you all the timelines? But it's probably helpful. So I think she posted this on Saturday, March 26th. The first post on her community tab, that's where these particular posts are from, she says, if I wanted to lie for entertainment, the story would have been a lot more interesting and compelling. I can promise you that. And we all know she's a writer. Writer-Lynn would have made it way more interesting. Believe that. She's a very good writer. Here's a screenshot from when I was first contacted about it. And then there's a screenshot and it's somebody sharing a photo of a FBI business card, something or another. And the person says, hey, so the FBI came to my parents' house today looking for contact information for you. They said you weren't in trouble. They just need to talk. I don't think anyone has your number, so they asked me to message you since I knew you followed me. Here, the agent's information. And then her response, and this also, can we note the times, the dates on this message? This is February 16th and 18th. She said that this happened in October, November. Like, what? Anyways, you can see that she said, what in the world? She sent some voice memos back. And then it looks like maybe in those voice memos, she was telling this person what ended up happening when she got in touch with the FBI, because the person says, thanks, that's crazy that they reached out for that specifically / saw it. I'm glad it wasn't. And then who knows what else they said. So there's that. That was the first post of evidence that this really happened, which like also I feel like, I mean, I'm not gonna put that word in that work, but like I feel like it might not be that hard for somebody to go look up what a FBI business card or like a photo of an FBI business card might look like. Okay, I'm not saying it's not true, I'm not saying it is true, I'm just saying I feel like there is the possibility that this is not 100% proof, okay? It could be proof, sure. I'm just saying, like, I think Amberlynn thinks that this is, like, definitive proof, that all of these posts she's making are definitive proof, and I'm like, no, I think, like, easily somebody could fake this. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but I'm saying it's a possibility. I don't think any of this, like, proves that her story was true. You know what I'm saying? But either way, she made a second post on her community tab, and she said, "The day I talked to the FBI, I was heading to Eric and Ricky's. I was running a bit late because of the phone call, and I had to text them to let them know. I wish this was clickbait, is something I say when I wish I was exaggerating, so don't mind that, LOL. Again, I have no reason to lie. Damn." And then you can see this blacked out phone conversation in a group chat called Babes with what appears to be Ricky and probably Eric, okay? And she says, "I was on the phone with the FBI. I wish this was clickbait, LOL." And again, this is on February 18th, which seemed to match up with the date that the person did. But in her video, she said it happened in October or November, which is also confusing to me. So whatever. Maybe we're all just misunderstanding what she meant by October, November. I don't know. But then Ricky says, "Why?" And she says, "I'll explain when we get there." So that's another post, which, like, also that for sure. The other post was a little bit more believable, right? Because, like, at least it was somebody showing that there was maybe some kind of proof or evidence that they had been given a business card for an FBI agent, right? What does this prove? What does this prove? That on one day you made a joke to Eric and Ricky that you were on the phone with the FBI? I'm confused what this proves, bestie. So then she made one last community post and said, "If I have proof I didn't lie about something, I'm going to show it. If I don't have proof, it sucks. But 9 times out of 10, I have proof I'm not lying about what people think I'm lying about, but people still keep thinking I'm lying." It's all for entertainment on y'all's end at this point, because there's no way people can be this ignorant. So I guess I'm, like, confused, because if she didn't think that was, one, an entertaining story to share to begin with, then she wouldn't have. Like, yeah, this is entertainment, so I don't know what point you're trying to make there. But also, I don't know that you have proof. I don't know. The business card is, like, maybe convincing to me. But I think we're all also still confused about the dates, because those dates aren't adding up to me. A lot of it's still not adding up to me. And listen, I don't honestly, truly, if I was Amberlynn and I wasn't lying, this is just me personally. If I made up this whole story, or if I didn't make up this whole story, is what I'm trying to say. If I was being 100% honest about it and I knew it was the truth, I personally would just, like, stop arguing with people about it on the internet, because, like, you're literally not going to change the minds of people that have already decided that this is a fake story, all right? You're just not. For me, I feel like she's just trying to get people to keep talking, and I'm doing it. She's succeeded. I'm still talking about it, but I feel like she's just trying to get people to keep talking about the FBI agent story. Like, honestly, truly, she knows that that's engagement. She knows that people are going to keep coming to check in if there's updates on her FBI agent story. I think personally, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, truly. There are too many things that still don't add up for me, and not enough information on her end that, like, clears up those discrepancies for me personally, okay? You believe what you want to believe. That's just my opinion. So the other thing that happened, and I think she just posted this maybe today on Instagram. I'm not exactly sure. Well, let me see what time it was sent to me by people. What time? When was it? It was sent to me this morning at, like, 8 o'clock my time. Okay, so if that's helpful for the timeline, and today is Sunday, again, March 27th, okay? Anyway, she posted this both as, like, a post on her Instagram feed, but also on her Instagram story, where she says, this is what she says: "This has happened on multiple occasions where people fake being me by making fake Instagram accounts with almost my identical username, and they send very disgusting messages to people. I'll no longer be using my Instagram. It is unsafe. I don't want people thinking I'm actually out here doing this. My life is being ruined. People are fucking disgusting. Goodbye." She also changed her username. If you look up at the top of that screenshot, she changed her Instagram username to Goodbye Rarity Cat. You can click on it, go to it, and it takes you to the original Rarity Cat Instagram profile. For me, I'm confused why she changed the username, because that's only going to make things more confusing for people who are trying to find her. Because at some point, unless she went in and saved Rarity Cat herself, like the username Rarity Cat, easily somebody could go set that up. Now there is like a wait period where, from my experience of changing my own social media accounts and then going back and claiming my old social media accounts, it's a lot. It's a complicated process, and you actually can't go and claim your old one for like 14, 15 something days, okay? And you have to wait for a period of time. So nobody can go in there and like swoop it up right now. But like, she's leaving herself open to that. And it's weird to me that the response to other people pretending to be her would be that she would decide, let me just quit altogether, change my username, when she could go through like processes of like getting verified on Instagram. It is very hard, so like maybe she has tried that. But also at this point, like anybody with critical thinking skills, which, I don't know, to be fair, on the internet is few and far between, but anybody with critical thinking skills that's looking for her can come to her actual Instagram profile and see it. But now I feel like she's taken some of that validity away because she's changed her Instagram username. I don't know. It all feels very weird. It also feels very weird that she's so worried about all these fake Amberlynn Reid accounts on Instagram, but she allegedly, and to the extent that she feels unsafe, right? But she allegedly has this FBI agent who's looking out for her and can solve all these internet crimes. And I'm just like, well, why don't we call up Frank, bestie? Why don't we just give Frank a call? Ask him to get it sorted out. You know what I'm saying? That, like, you feel unsafe, you got FBI agent Frank on speed dial. I don't understand what's going on with that. So yeah, I think it's all very confusing. I don't know what, like, she's been on the internet for so long, and like, she always surprises me in situations like this by like, how brand new she seems to social media. Like, if you're concerned about people imitating you, I don't feel like this is the way to, like, appropriately handle it. Like, just stop using Instagram, keep the username that you've used for years, and call it a day. You didn't, this isn't a fucking airport. You don't have to announce your departure, you know? Like, you could just stop using it. I don't know. Does that make sense? Or just put a PSA out to people like, hey, I've seen a lot of people letting me know that people are copying my username and like trying to make you think it's me. It's not. I see like pseudo influencers and people with large followings on social media do that somewhat often. So I don't know. Like, she's not the first like public figure to deal with people pretending to be her. And I feel like she could just like seek out some general good practices for dealing with that, and she hasn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I've spent way too much time talking about these things, and we still gotta react to this video if it's even worth it. Honestly, truly, I don't know. We're about to find out. But she's eating some plantain chips, which she's apparently now obsessed with, and some kind of pizza. So let's get to.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hey.
Okay, so we have...
No!
We have plantain chips.
No!
Which I'm obsessed with, which I got ordered.
Well, I don't give a fuck about your plantain chips. Where was my intro music? Yeah, you make me kinda nervous. Ain't trying to yeah. Whoa. Morning, drink my morning coffee. Do.
And a pizza I got from Trader Joe's, which is literally just garlic, pesto, and cheese. So,
cute.
Oh my god, I'm so pumped. So excited.
I'm so excited.
And
does she have that propped up? Does she have it propped up so it's angled? I love the ingenuity. Ooh, not the caffeine free. Not the caffeine free.
There we go.
What's the point of a Diet Coke if it's caffeine free?
Ready to go. Plantain chip.
Ooh, how is it? So good. 10 out of 10 recommend. There you go. So good.
Looks freaking delicious.
I mean, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, her chewing. I don't actually typically notice her chewing a lot, but the chewing sounds are a lot today for some reason for me. I don't know if my volume is up louder or if like my old ass ears are working better. I do have problems hearing sometimes, so maybe I just don't always hear it, but I'm hearing a lot of it. It's a lot of today.
So good.
No, you're just trolling me.
Sorry, I keep saying that because
you're just trolling. You're trolling.
I recently watched a compilation of myself saying that over and over.
Yeah, because that's the only way you know how to describe food.
Why is that little piece bothering me? I got a Cameo. If you guys don't know what a Cameo is.
Oh, I do. I'm aware.
It's where
yes,
you can pay to like for me to send you a video. It's a personalized video. I'm just talking to you, or it could be a friend, it could be your wife, husband, wishing you happy birthday, or if you need advice about something, or if you just want me to say hi, or you want me to tell a joke or roast you.
I roast you. I kind of would like Amberlynn to roast me. I've said I'm not really willing to pay her to do a cameo, mostly because I don't know, since I have my own cameo, that there's a way for me to not be seen. But if I was gonna do it, since I can't do it anonymously, having Amberlynn attempt to roast me, Zachary Michael, would be kind of funny. If she's willing to do it, which, like, at this point, I feel like she's willing to do anything for $1, so I don't know.
Or if it's someone's anniversary, graduation, like, it doesn't matter.
Imagine getting a graduation.
I've been enjoying it so much, so if you guys want to...
Or anniversary, best wishes, congratulations from Amberlynn. Imagine celebrating your anniversary with your partner and they surprise you with a cameo from Amberlynn saying, "Hey, Zach, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Just wanna wish you a congratulations on 5 years of dating Noel. I haven't ever stuck to anything for 5 years of my life, let alone a relationship. Way to go, bestie."
Cameo for me. The link is down below. The link is down below.
The link is down below.
Yeah, like, it's just been really fun. I know a lot of people are like, are you running low on money? Because I'm also trying to sell
these stickers.
I have a ton of stickers.
These stickers.
And I actually have a few more bags.
That is nuts. That is nuts.
And then I have this.
And you're also trying to sell those engagement rings. What is this?
Whole thing full of stickers.
Oh my god.
I have collected stickers.
For why?
Years now.
For why?
I don't really need them for anything.
Right. So why were you collecting them? For what purpose?
I posted on Instagram, like, would you be interested?
And you know what? I gotta go check my receipts. Because I feel like she did post it on Instagram and overwhelmingly people were like, "Oh my god, yes, it's right here. Let me put up this photo." She overwhelmingly got a big fat no from people. She said, "I've collected stickers for about 5 years now. I'm thinking about selling them. Would you be interested in purchasing?" 84% of the people that participated said no. They said no. And the post, apparently, according to my sources, got deleted pretty quickly.
Buying some stickers, and a lot of you said yes.
What? No, that's a lie!
Which I love.
That's a lie! I just showed you the receipt. That's such a lie. That's such a lie. Why are you always lying?
You know, we're put on this earth, unfortunately, to pay bills. We have to pay for our food. We have to pay for the water that we use.
Mama, that's capitalism. Capitalism is talking to you. Capitalism is speaking to your soul right now. That is not what any of us were put on earth for. Bills are a socially constructed concept of capitalism, bestie.
Just to wash our hair, we have to pay for the heat so we don't freeze to death.
We absolutely do have to do those things. Don't get me wrong. She does have to pay her rent. She does have to take baths. She does have to feed herself. Yes, agreed. I'm just saying that's not what we were put on earth for. We were not born to come out here and pay bills. No, I refuse to live in a world where that's what I think I was born to do. No.
That is what we have to do as people.
Correct.
Which is quite unfortunate. We have to literally pay for things that we need. But that's just how life is.
Okay.
And
yeah. Also, you're talking to a choir of people who know. I'm gonna guess nobody in your audience is unfamiliar with the concept of having to pay bills, bestie. I don't know why you're explaining this to us like we're 5.
I know a lot of people don't like me, so they don't like that this is how I make money, but it is. I make money through YouTube, and I want to venture out and find other ways to make money. And if it's by selling my stickers I've never used, or if it's by doing cameos, or there are some projects I am working on actually currently.
No.
Which I hope goes well.
Great. But no.
Then I'm gonna do that. It's kind of
great, but no. Let's not get this twisted. Nobody's mad. Specifically just that you're like making money off of YouTube. I think a lot of people that watch YouTubers and watch YouTube know that like part of what we creators do here is make money. Like that, I don't think anybody's mad at the concept of YouTubers making money through it. It's that you are constantly like clearly like desperately trying to get this money when like you already have so much, and it's like you're saying you're doing Cameo because you want to do a whole nother situation of like income, another source of income, which is fine. That's also why I have a Cameo. Like I believe in having multiple sources of income to like fund my life and the things I need and things like that. There's no shame in that. But then you'll come on Cameo and be like, well, I'm doing this to help with my mental health, like help pay for my mental health care costs. Like you say that. And then you on your actual YouTube channel are out here buying all these frivolous things. I mean, you got all of these hundreds and hundreds of stickers that nobody's even ever seen before, okay? That's something that's outside of the span of what you're normally showing, you spending all of this money that you're asking people, maybe not asking people to just give to you for nothing, but all this money that you're trying to like earn, and you're going and spending it on all of this stuff. So like that, I think, is where people get like weird. And it's not that you can't spend your money on whatever you want or whatever you need, but you're out here talking about how you have to pay your rent and how you have to buy shampoo and food and blah, blah, blah. But then it's like you're happy to show us you buy 5 of the same purse in a different color. You know what I'm saying? That's the part where people start getting like a little about your money. Okay? That's where people get a little about your money, because it's like, yeah, make whatever money. We do live in a society where you have to earn money, and there's things you have to pay for sure. For sure. I'm not gonna knock you for just like making money to survive. But it's this juxtaposition of 1 minute you're like, I have to make money to survive, and the next minute showing us 3 bags full of stickers that you just collected over the years that you now are able to sell. And then also, while we're talking about the stickers, you're saying you want to set up an alternative source of income, but that's not a source of income that's like setting up a new job or business venture, you know? Like, eventually all these stickers you've hoarded forever are not going to be like a sustainable, renewable source of income. It's not like you're starting another social media platform or anything like that, or like a merch business where you could keep selling merch over time. These are just like stickers you've held on to. You're not starting a sticker business. I just like, what do you mean you want to find new ways to make money? You're going to run out, even if people do buy these stickers, you're going to run out of them eventually. That's not a new way to make income.
If a waitress needs a little bit more money, so they take on extra hours.
Sure. Yeah.
Or, I don't know, I'm just trying to use an example, like, whatever it is that you have as your job, if you, like, take on extra projects for more money.
Sure.
Or if you take on extra clients for more money.
Right.
Whatever it may be, like, there's no reason to shame people, like, for finding outlets to make money. I feel like it's very important.
Yeah, please. I've been saying for years that, like, you should probably figure out some multiple sources of income, like, outside of just YouTube. Especially after your bestie Chantal just lost her channel, you know? I also have multiple sources of income. Again, I think you're missing the point of, like, why people are concerned about, like, you needing more money.
Like, I want to feel like I can pay for the roof over my head. Or it's not even that. Maybe I just want money because I want money.
Sure.
That's how everyone is.
Okay, then say that. Then say that. Then say that to begin with, bestie. That's the part that people are finding disingenuous. That's the part, because you started this conversation off just saying, yeah, I need to pay for my rent. I need to pay my bills. But what you really wanted to say is, I just like money. Okay, then say that. Then say that.
Everyone's job is different, and I just feel
is.
very sad that people are making it seem like I'm money hungry when really, like, I'm just finding that I have more bills than usual. Like, I started therapy. Oh my God, it's actually really expensive, more expensive than I thought. This place that I am doing therapy at for my eating disorder actually does not take insurance. So I am self-pay.
Doesn't take insurance or take your specific insurance? Because I find it hard to believe that any, like, mental health facility just doesn't straight up take insurance. I mean, this is a flaw of the American healthcare system where, like, they take insurance, but only certain types of insurance. And I feel like it's more likely that they just don't take your insurance, or that, like, your insurance doesn't cover their services. You know what I'm saying? But also, again, like, she's missing the point, because, like, yeah, please do pay for these things. Love that for you. Love that for you. But the disconnect where people are concerned, again, is because you'll show us all the shit you buy all the time. And then you'll say, like, oh, well, I also need the money for this. And I'm not going to be here counting what's in your pocketbook or anything like that. Like, you spend your money however you want. I mean, sometimes I do think it's a little ridiculous, but at the end of the day, you gotta be able to afford that. But in terms of helping you understand why people are not understanding all of this right now, it's because 1 minute you're talking about this, where you need to pay for your mental health therapy, which is great, and the next minute you're hauling like 1,200 things from Torrid. I mean, I don't understand where the disconnect is for you, that you can't see that.
It's going to be worth it. But yeah, I'm trying to find other ways to make money. That's all.
Okay,
and
do it.
It's actually keeping me more entertained, giving me more things to do throughout the day.
The cameos are?
I don't know. I just don't like being shamed for trying to make money.
Not the money shaming. Weird. Not the money shaming.
I would support anyone trying to make money, no matter how, if you're not hurting anybody.
No matter how. Thank you for clarifying to not hurt people. That is actually important.
And this time of year is hard.
Why?
Because YouTube doesn't take out taxes for people who live in the USA.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Tell me more about why it's particularly harder though right now. Tell me more about that. Because I have something tells me you're just not planning. Something tells me you're just not planning for the taxes, because you could realistically be planning for them. I do it.
We do that.
Right.
Or you can pay quarterly or
right.
Whatever it may be.
Right.
I choose to do it once a year.
Okay, then bestie, that is on you then. Bestie, that is on you, because she is correct. Like, you don't have to pay quarterly. You don't have to. But then if you're talking about getting stressed out because March and April comes around and now you got to pay $50,000 something in taxes, or I don't know what her tax situation looks like. I just threw out a big ass number. But if you're getting mad because you got to pay them all at once because you weren't paying throughout the year,
So this time of year is stressful.
Sure, but also, that's on you, bestie. At least that specific part, you could do something about that. You sure could.
I don't like talking about this, but
then
weight loss surgery is always like a thing in my brain. I do not have the money for it right now. It's something I do think about, honestly, probably more than I should. But if I ever want that, I want to be able to pay for the weight loss surgery myself. Like,
sure.
I could make a GoFundMe. I could
don't.
ask some.
I would say let's just stay away from. Can we all collectively, as public figures, just stay away from GoFundMes? But also, I'm trying to understand. I'm sure weight loss surgery is really expensive if it's not covered by your health insurance. But it's just wild to me how that's not something she's already saved up for. Like, the fact that she only pays her taxes once a year already tells me what I need to know about this, which is she's not planning for the future whatsoever in any kind of way. Like, she's just not. She's just spending money because she has it. And that is just so wild to me, because you literally could have everything. I'm positive, even if she only made what I made on YouTube, I feel like she could use what I make on YouTube to save and work towards weight loss surgery, you know? And that's saying a lot, because she for sure makes way more than I do on YouTube, for sure. Like, I just using what I know about how it all works, I'm positive she probably does. So it's just wild to me that we don't have any savings for this, something that's been on your mind for a long time.
It's just there's more things that I am trying to save money for now than I ever have. Like, okay. I'm not going to be living in Kentucky forever. I will be moving out of state, which I'm nervous and excited for.
Okay.
Moving out of state with all of your belongings.
Uh-huh.
3 pets.
Yeah.
Like, it could be pricey.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, of course. See, here's the thing. She's getting herself into more frustration with just posting this video, because she doesn't want people to sit here and shame her for having to make money or trying to make money or whoever, whatever. But then she's got to get people just out here talking more about her finances and her income and things like that, because she's saying all this stuff, and everybody's going to be like, well, why, if you knew one of your goals was to move out, why haven't you been saving money? What have you been doing with all this money? It's not like she's making pennies on YouTube, people. It's not like she's making pennies on YouTube. So it's just like, you're gonna have people out here scrutinizing it because you're putting it out there. You're putting this on the internet. Like, if you don't want people to talk about your finances, maybe putting it on the internet and talking about it yourself is not the way to go about that.
I have some ideas of where I want to live, and they're all kind of pricey places, but
okay, and that's a choice.
If I can do it, I can do it. And
that's your choice.
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have to, like, justify or explain the reason why I want
You don't.
It's so funny.
You don't. You didn't have to come onto this YouTube platform today, eat this pizza and these plantain chips, and talk about your finances, but that was your choice. All of these things are choices. Moving is a choice. Weight loss surgery is a choice. Eating this food is a choice. Talking about your finances, all of it's a choice. None of it you were forced to do.
I don't know. It's weird to have to justify myself.
Then don't!
I'm literally just a normal person like everyone else. You go through your closet, you have 5 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 3 shoes. You put them up on Facebook Marketplace to make a buck or two. Like,
sure. Okay, first of all, I take issue with her. I'm never gonna let this go. But I take issue with her saying I'm just a normal person like everybody else, when, like, she got so upset that I said that she was a normal person just like everybody else in a video. I also just coughed. And I still feel something stuck in my throat. What do you know about that? But second of all, it's not like you are just posting them on the Facebook Marketplace. You're posting these things publicly, these stickers publicly on your very large platform for hundreds of thousands of people to view, okay? So in that case, you're not just a normal person like everybody else. Most Karens and Susans and Beckys and Johns and Joes that go on the Facebook Marketplace to try to get people to buy their shit don't have the platform that you do, okay? They probably love that because then they probably have a better chance of selling their shit, but they don't, okay? You're not the same in that way.
I will be selling some more earrings.
Oh my God, we could only be so lucky.
No shame in my game.
No shame, but yet you're sitting here letting people shame you, and you're justifying it so you don't feel shame. Just to be clear, that's what this whole video's been about thus far.
I think we need to normalize people trying to make more money.
You said normalize,
like money shame, if you will. That's so weird.
Money shame? You're money shaming me? Listen, let her make however much money she wants. Let her. But she doesn't understand what the actual problem is that people have. She just thinks that people are mad or upset or jealous that she's making money. And I don't know, there might be those people out there, but I think overwhelmingly that's not what people are mad about.
You guys should let me know what you had for lunch today.
I won't. I had Jimmy John's, actually. if you really want to know, that's what I had today. A Club Lulu. Some barbecue chips.
So, I am done.
Okay. Ma'am.
Okay. Love that for me.
Maybe if you didn't...
My table is clean.
Maybe if you didn't have it tilted up like that would have been a problem to begin with.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and please, let's support people just trying to make money out here.
Just support her doing the bare minimum, guys!
Not okay. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. I'm disappointed we didn't get outro or intro music today. I need you to fix that before you post a new video. Just kidding, do whatever you want, but I do love the outro and intro music. But also, just support her in doing the bare minimum to make money. Gosh. Y'all. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's definitely on the longer side than some of my videos have been lately, so enjoy that. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time. Also, thank you so much to Adam and Eve once again for sponsoring yet another video on my channel. I really appreciate it. Use code Zachary to get 50% off one item and free shipping in US and Canada. Some exclusions apply. Also, leave me a comment, hit like, click share, follow me on all my social media, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!